Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Book Podcast. I'm Isabella.
And I'm James. We are so happy to have you with us today. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, this is Book Podcast, the show where we talk about amazing books. We try to make it easy for you to understand, especially if you are learning English. Our goal is to make reading fun and accessible for everyone.
That's right. So find a comfy chair, maybe get a nice cup of coffee or tea, and let's dive into the world of books together. We're excited to share our thoughts with you.
Today, we are going to talk about a very special book. It's a true classic. The book is called Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. It's a wonderful book. It's a romantic story, yes, but it's also about so much more. It's a classic in English literature. Many people around the world love this story.
Absolutely. And the author is Jane Austen. She was a brilliant woman writer from England. She wrote many famous books. This one is one of her most well-known.
She lived a long time ago. She wrote this book in the year 1813. Can you imagine that? That's over 200 years ago. Think about how different life was then.
It's incredible, isn't it? Even after so many years, her stories are still popular. People still read them, watch movies about them, and talk about them. Why? Because she wrote about things that are still important to us today, like love, family, and growing up.
Yes, her books really do test the time stand.
So, let's get into the heart of Pride and Prejudice. The story is about a family, the Bennet family. They live in the English countryside.
And the Bennets have 5 daughters. Yes, 5. Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Kitty, and Lydia. And in those times, it was very important for daughters to get married. And not just marry anyone, but to marry a rich man. This was how women could be financially secure.
That's right. Because women could not usually work or own land easily, so marriage was very important for their future.
The main character of our story is Elizabeth Bennet. She is the second daughter. She's very smart, witty, and has a strong mind.
She's not like other girls in the book. She doesn't just want to marry for money or status. She wants to marry for true love. She wants a real connection. This makes her very special for her time.
Then, a very rich and handsome man named Mr. Darcy comes to their town. He is from a very good family and has a lot of money. Everyone is very excited to meet him.
But Mr. Darcy also has a problem. He is very proud. He seems to look down on people who are not as rich or important as him. He can be quite arrogant. And because of this, Elizabeth thinks he is rude and stuck up.
Yes, she makes a quick judgment about him, and she really dislikes him at first. And he also has some pride. He thinks Elizabeth's family is not good enough for him, so they don't like each other at all in the beginning. In fact, they have many shop arguments and disagreements.
Right, but as the story goes on, they start to spend more time together. Sometimes unwillingly. Slowly, very slowly, they begin to learn more about each other. They start to see beyond their first impressions. They start to see their own mistakes.
Elizabeth learns that she was too quick to judge. She realizes that Mr. Darcy is not as bad as she thought. She sees his good qualities.
And Mr. Darcy learns to be less proud and more humble. He learns to respect people no matter their social class. He changes his behavior and becomes kinder. So they both change and grow a lot as people throughout the story.
It's a wonderful story about how first impressions can be wrong. It's about changing your mind and finding love where you least expect it. It's also about overcoming your own faults.
James, what are some of the most important scenes or events in Pride and Prejudice that you think listeners should know about?
Good question. One very important part is the balls. These were big social events, like parties with dancing. People would meet each other there, talk, and try to find a partner. Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy meet for the first time at one of these balls, and their first meeting does not go well.
No, it doesn't. Another really big moment is when Mr. Darcy first asks Elizabeth to marry him. This happens when they still dislike each other. And she says no. She says a strong no. She tells him exactly why she doesn't like him.
Yes, that's a huge turning point. She refuses him because she thinks he's too proud, and she also believes he did some bad things to her sister and a friend. She truly despises him at that point.
But later in the book, through some surprising events, Elizabeth learns the real truth about Mr. Darcy. She discovers that he is actually a very good man and that she was wrong about him. This is when her feelings start to change.
The main message of the book is clearly about love, finding true love even when it's difficult, but it's also very much about social class. It shows how rich people and less rich people interacted and how money and status affected everything in that society.
And it's also about family. The Bennet family, with their 5 daughters and their parents, have many funny and sometimes stressful moments. We see how a family works together. And importantly, it's about personal growth. Elizabeth and Darcy both make mistakes, but they learn from them and become better people. They overcome their pride and their prejudice. James, Pride and Prejudice is full of memorable lines. It has some very famous quotes that people still use today. Isabella, do you have a favorite one you'd like to share?
Oh, absolutely. My favorite and one of the most famous opening lines in literature is, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife."
That's perfect one. It means that everyone knows a rich single man will surely be looking for a wife. It sets the scene perfectly for the time period and the importance of marriage. It's very clever and a little bit ironic.
It truly captures the social expectations of the time. Another one I really like is something Elizabeth says to Mr. Darcy. She tells him that I could easily forgive his pride if he had not mortified mine.
Oh, that's a great one too. It means that she could forgive his pride as a person, but she cannot forgive how his pride made her feel bad or insulted her or made her feel small. She felt truly hurt by his arrogant behavior towards her. It shows how much her own prejudice was tied to her pride.
Yes, it perfectly shows how their pride was a big problem for both of them in the beginning of their relationship. Their personal pride clashed so much.
So, James, after reading and talking about Pride and Prejudice, what did you personally like most about it, or what did you learn from the book? I really, really loved Elizabeth Bennet. She is such a strong, intelligent, and independent character. She speaks her mind, even to people who are more powerful than her. And I definitely learned that first impressions can be very wrong. It's important to take your time to truly get to know people because you might be very surprised.
I completely agree with you. I also found it fascinating to see how Mr. Darcy changed throughout the story. He really learned to be less proud and more understanding. He became a better man. And for me, it was interesting to learn more about the strict social rules and customs that people followed in England during that time. It gives you a good look into history.
It truly is a timeless and beautiful story about finding love, overcoming personal flaws, and understanding others.
Well, listeners, that's all the time we have for this episode of Book Podcast.
Thank you so much for joining us and listening today. We really hope you enjoyed our discussion about Pride and Prejudice.
Yes, we hope we've made you curious enough to maybe read it yourself. It really is a wonderful book that everyone should experience.
Please make sure to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite app so you don't miss any of our new episodes. We talk about a different book every time.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for more book news, interesting facts, and updates about the podcast. We love hearing from you.
We'll be back again very soon with another fascinating book to discuss.
Bye for now, everyone.
And happy reading!